Let me say this real quick before I continue. You are pissed that you're a single mom. You are pissed that you're single. You're pissed that you got to go to work. You're pissed that you got a husband. At what point of life are you not pissed? You got a husband, you're pissed. You got a family, you're pissed. You got a job, you're pissed. You're single by choice, you're pissed. I'm a single mom by choice, you're pissed. I'm strong and independent, you're pissed. When are you not? When black men are talking about status and the current representation of black women, they get mad. You hear them say to us all the time, you just hate black women. When we're talking about the condition, answer me this. What on God's green earth is there left to like?
So Dana is Dana in again, and I'm going to go ahead and answer back to what she has to say. She did a video that says marriage is not about happiness. So I guess all these people who aren't married, never been married, don't know nothing about marriage, know all these things about marriage. And then, there's tons of people that will sit and listen to them. So let's hear what she got to say.
Now make that make sense. You have somebody. Marriage is not about happiness. I've seen that comment many times. I've seen videos from several men saying that marriage is not about happiness. So what exactly are y'all doing it for? What are you doing it for?
Who exactly is she questioning would be my question. Is she questioning men or is she questioning women? Because here comes another instance where these people seem to not understand that men and women are different and what they want and what they're looking for can be seen differently. But as long as they're willing to come together, compromise and discuss and figure out what it is that they want in their marriage, then it can and should work. If happiness is the reason for someone, then that should be discussed and that's what's in there. You shouldn't be miserable, of course, but you biatches are miserable single. So please don't get married because child, no one needs that. Anyway.
If happiness is not the goal, like it makes sense now that so many of y'all men are married and miserable.
How the hell is she taking a poll? How she know all of y'all are married and miserable? So it's men allegedly she's saying that's coming through and saying that marriage is not about happiness. Let me tell you something. Life is not about happiness. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you're looking to just be happy 24/7, which I think most of these biatches, no, let me rephrase. I know these biatches think that they're supposed to be happy 24/7 again. You're an immature child and you definitely should not be married. It is not about being happy 24 hours a day. Y'all think that's what it's about. And then second on your list is money. And that's not even the top daggone two. Should you be happy? Yes, most of the time. Should you be satisfied? Absolutely, enough of the time. But you also have to be committed. Do you think that these people think about a word like committed? No. You get married because you want a companion. You want someone to be with, someone that likes you, that you like, that you can stand to be around enough of the daggone time. These people think the percentage is supposed to be 100%, but some damn times, child, I don't like you. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I don't like you, but guess what? That does not mean that we break up the marriage. It means that we just take our time until we get over it, we figure it out, we discuss it, we work through it, and then we move forward, especially if we have children. But these biatches who have all the kids and all the single moms, and I'm not saying her, they think that they got the corner on what's happiness and how to be married and why people are miserable. They say that stuff because they're never going to make it. So they have to make it seem like it's negative because they're never going to get it. And I feel like that's what Dana is doing, even though she ain't got no kids.
With women that you don't really find attractive, and y'all
now it's got to be about what the woman looks like. See, these people are also focused on what someone looks like, which is why they out here doing the spider's makeup and weave and talking about, you talking about me, you look at your wig, okay? And it's not even about that. Because if your personality sucks, then none of the rest of that matters. You put all that stuff on all you want to. You're never going to mask who you are on the inside for those that are paying attention. So if you're a nasty person with a nasty inside and a nasty heart, you could be the most beautiful person in the world. All the spiders makeup and weave, all that's going to come through. And I would assume from a decent man who has something to offer and something to lose wouldn't have anything to do with you. And that's why so many of y'all getting pumped and dumped and being in 23-year situationships because you think your OPP, your spiders makeup and weave are the things that's supposed to hold on to a man. But y'all keep listening to a Dana.
Actually hate y'all life. And that would make sense as to why y'all be in these conversations with us single people. Because let married people tell it, we are lonely, and that's why we got so much time to be on social media.
I don't know about being on social media. However, you are the ones that are always in these conversations talking about 50-50. So what are you in those conversations for? If y'all are doing so much off of the internet where you dating and you seeing this one and you seeing that one and you got this and you got that, why are y'all on the internet? See, for people that are married, they don't need to be in nobody's face like that because they're already married. They're already here. They're already downstairs. They're in the room. They're in the basement. They out for a beer or whatever it is that they doing. Y'all just be on here. Don't y'all have something to do? Don't y'all have somebody to talk to so that you can get to the marriage? Oh, yeah. Y'all don't want to be married. Because if you're not doing it before you get married, the odds are you're not going to do it after you get married. And that's why y'all stay up here thinking that what you think works. Then you get into these stupid arguments with these people on these panels that try to be telling y'all, and y'all don't want to listen to nobody. You definitely don't want to listen to the daggone men. So that's why you're on here rage baiting. This is rage bait, y'all. Again.
And do all of these things because we ain't got nobody and we lonely. Yet you're in these same spaces with us. Now make that make sense.
I just made it make sense.
You have somebody at home. You have a whole wife. Yet you're in the same spaces with us single people who's supposed to be lonely.
Because we need to, from a female's perspective, get another message out as opposed to all the negativity that people like you put out here. Now, again, clearly I can see that this person has changed their stance on so many things, but the bottom line is that single people need to not listen to other single people. That's why we are here. Not me, y'all, because I don't give a damn about none of y'all. I already know y'all not going to listen. I already know that this feminism ain't going nowhere because y'all too busy wanting to brag over the same men that at the end of the day you really want. Shout out to those that told me about the time that she was looking for that dude. I forget. I think I may have seen him, but I forget what you're talking about. But in order to rage bait and get all the women's to follow, now we want to sit up here and say, oh, y'all are miserable. Why are y'all in these spaces with us? Because we've already solidified something and we got time. Because we've already solidified something and we've got time. And hopefully we can reach one or two people that won't listen to somebody like you.
So are you lonely too? Because you here with us, having the same conversations with us, arguing about the same stupid stuff with us. I don't think if I had a man, I'd be doing that.
Well, we'll never find out clearly, but she's trying to equate one with the other. So just because you're on the internet, that means you're going through the same thing as they are. She can try to twist and turn this around all she wants to, but those are two totally different things. As you can see from the people who are on here whining, crying in the car, it's so hard, these bills, I want a man. My ex-boyfriend was just in my bed 2 weeks ago and now he done went and married somebody else. Or maybe that some of us are just on here because we also are providing content because we treat this as a business. Or maybe we want to make sure that we can point out who single people shouldn't listen to so that they can get to the marriage and happiness that they're looking for. But if you listen to this person and you think that this resonates with you, please follow her. Please listen to her. You might as well go ahead and reach out to Leslie Jones and listen to her too. It's always the people that never been married that know about marriage. But guess what? Us married people used to be single. So we can tell you about both. But y'all choose to listen to people like this.
I can guarantee you I wouldn't be doing that. The last time I was in a relationship, I got missing from social media. People was DMing me and asking me, was I okay? That's how much I did not have nothing to do with social media the last time I was in a relationship. You know why? Because I had better stuff to do, which was be with my man. And I actually enjoyed his
It seems like that didn't work out too well, but go on, girl.
company, and I actually liked him. I found him attractive and everything. So I loved being around him. I did not need to be on social media participating in conversations with people.
I enjoy being around my nigga too, okay? But that don't mean I gotta be in his face 24 hours a day. And he don't want that any daggone way. And guess what? I don't want it. I don't want it. Guess what though? When I'm on side of the road and I call him, he gonna answer the daggone phone. When I call up and say I want to go out to eat, he gonna go ahead and take me. When I say that I'm gonna need some money while I go on this trip, you gonna give me something, he gonna give it to me. Or if he's someplace, he's gonna say, or do you want something? Because I'll get it for you. Because y'all don't see nothing like that. Y'all don't think about nothing like that. Y'all don't think about some of us who had kids and now the kids are grown. So we basically, I guess you would call it an empty nester, and we got more time because we don't have kids. Because if I still had kids, young kids and babies and stuff like that, I couldn't be on this internet. But see, Dana don't think that far ahead because all she wants to do is rage bait. So those of you that want to keep an open mind and listen to the opposing opinion, that would be me saying that some of us adults, shout out to me as a senior citizen now, have time to be out here on this daggone internet. But she won't think of nothing like that because she's so closed-minded, because she's lonely and bitter. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Because she ain't got what it is that she wants. She want to have a relationship too. I don't care about none of the rest of that shit. These people like her don't think about companionship. She thinks it's got to be all of this, and I hate to say it, this Disney fantasy shit where y'all supposed to just be eerily in love and the prince supposed to come get you and you supposed to walk off into the sunset, blah, 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 blah. And she don't seem to understand that there are different phases and time frames of how things work in a daggone marriage. There's a beginning when you ain't got shit. Then there's when you're building for shit. Then there's when you have kids. Then there's when you got to be in their life all the time because they be in pains in the asses. Then there's when you're trying to grow. Then there's when you're trying to get more money and more money and more money and advance your career. Because it's not a bad thing to want to advance your career, but you don't give up your kids and your family in order to advance said career. That's where people like this get it wrong. So that's why her coming through here and saying this mess is half damn crazy. She don't think about the formation of the family. She don't think about what it is that you need to do in order to raise stable children as much as you can, given the fact that the internet is the biggest thing that happens probably since freaking cell phones, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's not act like that everyone is not on the internet. She's just rage baiting. Everybody is on the internet. What is the point of having the phone? Everybody turn to YouTube, turn to Instagram, turn to Facebook, whatever it is that you use, and get on there. I'm not necessarily saying that is because you want to be on a panel, you want to be a content creator, but everyone uses the internet. So her saying this is disingenuous at best. She's trying to get you single women all riled up to be like, yeah. You got to be mindful of people who want to do you wrong, because misery loves company. And it's better for her to have more miserable people to follow her and do what she says so that she can get more following so she can get money. But she'll be the type of person that say, well, why would y'all be on here trying to make money or making money? Because that's a problem. It's okay when they do it, but it's not okay when someone else does it. So then this is what we have, more rage bait.
About relationships when I was already in one. And I was in one that I was happy with at that time. All right. So I just don't understand how you can be telling single people, all of this stuff about marriages and having partners when it's not keeping you satisfied. It's still causing you to be in the...
She was trying to equate, she's trying to tell young women, if you're listening to me, not to be married because you're going to be miserable, because the men don't like you and they're miserable. That's what she's trying to equate to you. She can't think outside, or let me rephrase. She don't want to tell you anything different. There's different phases in marriages and people are at different points in their lives. And the fact that someone can be on this daggone internet, whether they're a content creator or not, is a stupid thing to say when everyone is on the damn internet. 15 years ago, maybe everyone wasn't, but now everyone is. It's got nothing to do with marriage, because you can be married, you can go to work, you can deal with your children, you can be on the internet, and you can plan the rest of your life all at the same time. You just have to do something called prioritize. You have to make what your priorities are your priorities for you, your family, your husband, your kids, your life. Do not listen to this woman. Do not listen to this woman. What does she know about marriage? Nothing. If single people want to be married, talk to a person that's married. Don't go by what she says. Do not go by what this woman says. She hasn't been married. This is what I've been saying since Kevin Samuel said it. Why do single people listen to other single people allegedly trying to get married? Why y'all over there listening to Kendrick Gilliams? That never made sense. How many times have I said that? I don't know why single people go to single people if they want to be married. Just like that girl that came up on tonight's conversation saying she wanted to be married. She's 23 years old, and all them single people, and even Kitty basically told her that she need to go live her life. Basically, in my opinion, it's code for being a hoe. You too young. No, there's no such thing as being too young, because then all of a sudden you're going to be too old. Now all of a sudden you're going to be whining and crying on the internet. Then I got to talk about you. And child, you know I'm going to do it. Child, y'all know I'm going to do it.
same spaces and conversations with us lonely single people. But again, I see how y'all are so miserable in these marriages now because y'all truly do think that you was just supposed to do it. It wasn't supposed to be about y'all actually loving each other, being happy, trying to build a good life together. Y'all think that the plight is to suffer. You think that the goal is suffering, being miserable, and hating your life. I would never choose that option, single or relationship. Marriage is not about happiness.
I don't think that you have a choice. With this type of attitude and this type of thought process, any decent man hopefully would see through you and say, you're not worth the time. And since you're not married, I would assume that that's probably what has happened. Do not listen to this woman. If you are a single woman, listen to me right now and you want to be married. Your goal is to be married. Stop listening to these misandrists who hate men, not down for men, can't stand men, saying dumb shit like they're going to pick the bear. Because most of those people, if given the opportunity that somebody decent came along for them, they're going to jump at it hook, line, and mother effing sinker. You heard? And if you do finally get to the goal and you do get married, do not bring bitches around your family, your life, your home, your husband. Trust me when I tell you. Let me say it again. If you do go ahead and you make it to the goal of getting married or getting in a strong relationship that's probably going to end in marriage, do not bring another bitch around your man, your house, your home, your family, near nothing. I don't care how long you knew him. I don't care how many times you've been out. I don't care how many times you've been on vacation. Meet them out at a bar for brunch. Do not bring them around your husband. There is no sisterhood. There is no sisterhood. It's just a bunch of miserable bitches making sure that everybody else is miserable so that misery loves company and they know that there's somebody out here suffering just like them. All this was just, it's weird. Just like Leslie Jones with her thing. People that have never been married talking about, oh, why are married people in these spaces? So is everything, so y'all black people, let me rephrase, y'all black women want everybody to be segregated is what you're saying, child. If all blacks got to be segregated together, child, I'm definitely moving the fuck out of here. I would rather go to the USSR, I'd rather go to Russia than to be around a bunch of black bitches that sit up here and change their mind on shit however the wind damn blows. And I'm a black woman, child. But what the hell do I know? Y'all, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, hype this daggone video, make sure you comment. I see you all in the next one.
When you're pissed at everything, you're pissed at being married, you're pissed at being single, you're pissed at having a job, you pissed at having a car, you pissed at being single that you chose, you pissed at, I don't need no man, I'm strong, independent. You pissed at 50-50. You pissed at I can do it 100% by myself. You pissed. What the fuck is there to like about a group of people who's always pissed? You told us to leave you the fuck alone. And many brothers are leaving you the fuck alone and you're pissed. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most cooked of them all?
New world order. I love being black. Black. New world order.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all. Never.